So I should have started this video about 2 months ago, and Amy's been getting on me to edit or voiceover, and so we're getting started here. This is the picture of Blue Island Divers. It's where I dive, and Roatan's where I got certified. And coming up is the picture of the dock and Blue Island Divers. And you can see the water, how clear it is. And it seems like they're always doing something to improve that place since I've been going down there for the last couple of years. Walking up and down the beach every morning like I do to fish. So you can always see barracuda around that dock. Smaller ones, but still barracuda. I haven't asked Eric
I have no clue.
why the llama with the snorkel mask, but it's a pretty cool looking logo. Definitely identifiable. I'm sure there's a story behind it. Here's a picture of one of the boats that they use to take people out to dive, snorkel. I'm sure tours, and I'm guessing fishing too, because I think they also offer that. But I've been on that boat a few times. Plan on being it a lot more times. On it a lot more times. Another picture of the dock. Probably looks like evening. We were probably walking up to the Salty Mango for dinner, I'm guessing, just looking at how low the sun probably is. Let's get ready to go down. Here's another picture. Hammocks, usually in between dives. People were resting, or there's always some games going on. I know last time I was down there, I dropped off a small set of beanbag toss, cornhole, whatever you want to call it. Say cornhole to the Roatan people, they look at you kind of funny. Here's another picture of the dock. Beautiful blue skies, blue water. Looks warm and inviting. Not like the Ohio winter when you hardly see the sun and it's about 30 degrees out every day. So this is Michael, the captain of the boat. And he can find that dive flag when it comes up to get the divers out of the water. I don't know how he does it, because I've looked for other people's dive flags when I've been out with riding around looking for sites. And they are hard to find. At least I find them hard to find. But he's always there almost as soon as we put that thing up. This is Karim. He's probably the lead dive instructor there. Seems like a really good dude. He also stays at Sundancer. Got to know him a little bit. Usually play games with him and Michael in between dives. But lots of fun. And now there's a newer guy that I just met, and he also took a lot of the photos that you'll see in here when we were diving, and his name's Daniel, I believe. And it's amazing to me how those guys can find anything and everything with those cameras, and I know they have a lot more experience than I do, so they see a lot more. I'm love to fish so much, so I'm still looking at the fish. I'm not looking at the coral as much, but I'm starting to learn some of the things that are down there. This is a fireworm. I've seen them on the coral. I've seen them a lot around the dock there at Sundancer, on the pylons and under rocks and stuff. And I'm guessing they call them fireworms for a reason. I don't want to find out. Here's another picture that Daniel took. I'm not sure of what kind of coral this is, but I'm probably thinking that that red tip probably moves and probably collects food and different things out of the ocean to help it grow. Definitely interesting. Another fireworm. A little piece of coral growing out of rock there. Always so much life. There's always something there if you just calm down, I guess, and relax and just look. Here's another little fish. And I'm assuming that thing is really, really little because of the picture. But it's just crazy how the vibrant colors of some of the coral comes through on the camera. There's so many colors down there, it's hard to believe. Even in some of the dark spots, you'd see some of the reds and oranges. And this is a coral banded shrimp. And I've seen quite a few of them in Roatan. I've seen them around the dock. I've got a couple personal videos that probably need to make into another video of stuff just around the dock at Sundancer. And I've got quite a few of these little guys on video. Here is a angelfish. I'm not sure what kind of angelfish, but just the neon colors are just crazy to me. Here's a picture I didn't know Daniel was taking. We were diving off of Sandy Bay, kind of right in front of Sundancer. I would have posed a little bit better if I'd have known he was taking a picture. I think this is a blue runner. Kind of neat. You can really see that vibrant blue when he took the picture of it. I'm assuming that thing was really close, because I don't think that's a very big one. There's another picture coming up of a little tiny fish peeking out of a hole in the coral. And I am not sure the name of that little dude, but he almost looks like he has a little horn on his head. But they blend in, so I'm assuming that I probably didn't even see this on the dive, but Daniel, he's always really good at poking or pointing stuff out. Another little shrimp hidden in there around some coral. Just the yellows and the greens and the reds. It's amazing some of the colors you'll see. It's always amazing to me that how many things that they see that I don't see yet. It's another angelfish. Going back in a crevice of the coral, maybe an opening. I always like seeing the angelfish, just the different colors. They always seem like they got an eye on you. So the next picture is tube sponge. I've seen quite a bit of this right there by Sandy Bay where I've dove. It's really neat to look at it. Sometimes you can look down inside the coral sponge and you'll see either little fish or little shrimp or different things going on inside. There's another angelfish.
And this dive was the last dive when we were in Roatan. And I can't remember what was the month. Do you remember?
It would have been end of October, beginning of November.
Yeah.
And the next picture is of a green sea turtle. And we sit there on the dock and pretty much watch them all day coming up and down. There's anywhere from 3 to 5 at a time right there by our dock. Sometimes they get pretty close lately, but kind of neat to watch. Here's just a pretty neat shot. Just I'm sure he's looking up at the sun underneath the coral. But like I said, you never know what you're going to see in different angles and different perspectives. Just everything looks so much different. Just amazing the colors and how everything's just so alive.
And this dive shop is just down the beach from our cabana, so Living in Sundancer in Sandy Bay.
And here's another picture that
Daniel took.
And this is going to end the video.
Go subscribe to Living Our Best Life. Hit the bell to get notifications.